Ladies and gentlemen, this is the classic story of the Matador versus the Bull. We will see now what the champion Edwin Valero is made of. That he's a future superstar in this weight class. There, double left hook.
And again, another left hand bounce off the head.
Very nice.
Now this, oh my, what a left hand by Valero.
Valero with both hands down. Valero. Four-year-old has never seen. And we begin. Oh, nice left hand.
Valero has the mentality of a puncher. He thinks if he hits you, you are going to get hurt and ultimately you're going to go. Well, he's dug a monstrous hole for himself. This round has been won by Valero as well.
The international debut of champion Edwin Valero in the red trunks. Valero with both hands down. Valero.
For Valero, there's still danger to get hit with a right hook, but he is landing big shots.
Now DeMarco.
DeMarco early, that he'd rather just take his time and do what he needed to do. And he did indeed, and the difference is that came from a punch.
For DeMarco, he doesn't want to wait too late. Oh, low blow by DeMarco. He's a future superstar in this weight class. There, double left hook by Valero, the champions.
Valero uses it mostly as a rangefinder. There's a beauty from DeMarco.
Antonio DeMarco, the challenger, has to start letting his hands go. That he wouldn't go looking for the knockout, but he wants it.
As we get into the later rounds, will be good for them.
DeMarco, very patient in his homeland of Venezuela. Remind you of when Marvin Hagler overall in the first round.
He's a more complete fighter than I thought when I watched the tape. Here comes DeMarco.
Valero throwing so many punches in combination from different angles. But there is an awfully big target on the face and a mouthpiece now gone. He told me during our meeting that his right hand is stronger. Dips in, dips out, great head movement.
Julio Cesar Chavez worked with
Dab also in the first round, some blood coming out of the nose.
And there was talk in DeMarco's corner that if he didn't get busier, they were going to stop the fight. Nice straight left hand by DeMarco, but he punches in combination better than you even think. He jabs to the body, he feints.
Very effective tonight with that step back after he delivers, taking the crowd out of this fight. Oh, mean. Early in his career.
Told us before the fight we'd be able to control these rounds. About Valero coming into this fight because
he's a converted right-hand puncher. Another combination landing for Valero. Judges, who is running away with this fight, although it looks like Valero is the fighter that is actually taking the beating, but he is too slick. Valero saying that he caught an elbow. Another good combination by Valero. Ooh, 1-2 stiff. Right now, DeMarco looking like just an ABC fighter. No special effects, no urgency.
That's great opposition. Was he a great knockout puncher, or were those fighters just susceptible?
DeMarco in black. I think he's walked through it, in my opinion, Al.
The corner, Valero say, keep going, but if it is stopped, you're going to win.
Left hand, here's another one. Now Valero starting to pick apart.
There's the first good left hand from Valero.
Ooh, he's going backwards. He needs to start moving forward. He's rolling that left hand. He has to be careful. Matador versus the Bull, and so far the Bull has been able.
Good lefts, and so far they have not stunned or hurt DeMarco. There's another one.
All the way down. DeMarco, normally a slow starter.
But I don't think DeMarco wanted to take this many power punches at this
right side of Valero's head. 17 seconds to go. Valero throws a lot of punches from weird angles.
This is a point in the fight, though, where even though DeMarco had the look of a really beaten fighter in that corner, doubling with the jab, feinting to the body.
Romulo Chiarte wants to make sure that his fighter fights technically. He's fought a few times in the United States, but never in front of big audience.
Recent fights in that same time frame with stoppages. That's where DeMarco doesn't want to be against the ropes.
There's a left hand by Valero.
Edwin Valero really does remind me of the younger version of Manny Pacquiao.
The 24-year-old DeMarco landing a right hook. We will see now what the champion Edwin Valero is made of. And he comes out, and it's time to brawl. That left hand is vicious. Now he goes to the body, comes over to the top.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen him perform very well, but again, with 40-35. Might have won those first 2 rounds. The fact of the matter is, he is showing all those nuances. The advantage of it is he's bending down a bit, and Valero's starting to land some of those straight left hands. And push your fighter back. And there's the left hand again. Singular punches from DeMarco look good. There's big shots by Valero.
DeMarco almost buckled. I agree with you 100%. They said he was like water with his hand speed.
And these are the rounds where DeMarco, he just wants to get out of these first 3 rounds, and he has landed some meaningful punches. There's no question about that. But boy, that's a big gash. It is true. DeMarco normally picks the pace up in rounds 4 and 5.
Valero, and that got Valero's attention. Now DeMarco.
And that's what he needs right now very badly. And again, another left hand bouncing off the head.
Very nice right hook by DeMarco. Chiarte kept asking Tony what he wanted to do. He can do that if need be, and we've seen him do it.
Punching, or else he won't.
But he looked at me, he threw a right hand, and he said, I'm a machine. I end it quickly.
I guess that came from a punch. You know, Valero's showing some good combinations. That was a great jab by DeMarco. This is a big round for Edwin Valero.
And he knows that this is his opportunity. Keeps his hands low in punching range. Nice stiff jab by DeMarco.
It's one and done when he throws punches. And he is landing some very good punches, but taking lefts from Valero as well. Elevator did the same thing and used an expletive to...
Because at the very beginning, to show America especially what he can do, and he's been doing it.
DeMarco's going to have to get a little more aggressive.
I'll say it again, DeMarco a slow starter. Building fruit as a fruit stand.
Point deduction from the uninjured fighter. So a point was taken away. Good body shots landed a long time by either fighter. Offensive fighter on the planet and can't be hit. He has landed some meaningful punches. There's no question about that. Oh, big left hand by Valero. That's the danger for DeMarco. That left hand by Valero.
In some fights recently, especially his last 3, and sometimes they come out of nowhere. DeMarco, you don't know if it's Valero's blood or not. But go missing. Oh, look at the quickness and the slickness of Edwin Valero.
Now, to DeMarco's credit, and this speaks to what you talked about, those fighters just susceptible. His last 3 fighters, by the way.
DeMarco is a very accurate puncher, folks. But he really turns his punches over. Super featherweight champion as well.
Out in the 10th. Now this, oh my, what a left hand by Valero.
He keeps his hands awfully low now.
Sustained so far, DeMarco.
And a cut on the right cheek of Valero. Valero loses his mouthpiece. DeMarco. You get the feeling that he's saying southpaw when he watched his uncle.
See all the skills. He's not a bad defensive fighter. Fought this way of Manny Pacquiao. And there's the straight left again by Valero.
7 rounds, 1s. To make a serious run as this fight goes on. There's a left hand.
That's it.
That's it, folks. Tony DeMarco retiring on his stool. Edwin Valero, another successful title defense as he stops young Tony DeMarco.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout, Edwin Dinamita Valero.
Body did not respond today. He basically felt as a stronger fighter today than Edwin, but the body just did not respond today. It wasn't his night.